Hey everyone, it is Tim Grant. So today I got a comment from one of my subscribers, and what she was saying is that she said it's really good that you are learning so much about Chinese and you're learning the language and everything like that. But she was suggesting that I also spend a lot of time learning other people's cultures and other people's languages. She suggested like Japan, Korea, Thailand, and Arabia were the countries that she was just suggesting. Um, and so I decided I should make a video about this because it's a really good topic to talk about. Um, so yeah, I do spend a lot of time in Chinese, watch Chinese movies, hang out with Chinese people. And if you are watching my videos, it might seem like that's the only thing that I do. But I just wanted to make this video telling you all about uh, the other cultures that I know about and love. Because I can definitely see how you guys might get that impression. So, when talking about other cultures, we have to talk about Korea. So a lot of you guys might, some of you might know that I love Korean music, and that was from one of my exchange students. And so he was a year-long exchange student from, I forget what city he was from. It wasn't from Seoul, but some city in South Korea. It was a really big city. And he just came up to me and he's like, "Hey, do you want to learn about or do you want to listen to the music that I listen to?" I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, "Okay. This song just came out," and it was G, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, this song is amazing." So yeah, and then we talked every day. We were like best friends. Well, we were best friends. And he taught me so much about the Korean culture, the good and the bad. He was like extremely proud of his Korean roots. Like even the bad things about Korea, he would portray in such a happy way. Like, I remember one time he was telling me about how the Koreans kill dogs to eat them, and he was just so excited about it. And he was, I can actually show you some of my exchange students. So, right here, that's one of my, that's Korean. Then there we are, that's me right there. There he is. This is like 4th grade. And then with his family. And then, of course, my Chinese exchange students. And then that's the guy who introduced me to Korean music. Oh, and then right here, that's Megan, and then that's Rocky. So, my family actually adopted from India. So the top one is my adopted sister. The bottom one is her biological sister, but adopted to a different family. Neither one of them speak any Hindi. They all forgot it, and they don't remember India at all. But so they're pretty much 100% American because they don't remember anything of India. But yeah, that's technically kind of I know about that culture. Anyways, so after that, I actually met a Japanese person yesterday, or was it? Yeah, it was Sunday. And I learned, I forgot how to say it, but hello, how are you in Japanese. So, I don't talk to a lot of Japanese people. I talk to some, like I have 3 Japanese friends, but that's it. But I am really like I do like the culture, and I really do want to go and visit like Tokyo or something like that. And then so after Japan, Thai. Last year there was an exchange student at my school from Thailand. She was super nice, and we were friends. I didn't learn that much Thai. I know Swadika and stuff like that, but that's it. And then Augusto. So in my class there was an Italian exchange student, and he was so great. He was so funny. And so I kind of was able to understand him a little bit because I can speak Spanish, because my dad's family is heavily, or has heavy influences, Spanish influences. I don't know how you'd say it, but my dad's brothers married, one married a Mexican woman and the other one married a Bolivian woman. So I have three half Bolivian exchange students, three half Bolivian cousins and three half Mexican cousins. So I'm able to speak Spanish, and so when Augusto was talking to me, I kind of was able to pick out some of his words when he was speaking slowly. It was super easy for me to learn, and yeah, so that's Italian. Arab and Muslim cultures, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know that much about them, because, or like, I don't know. I talked to my first Muslim person a few weeks ago. I was watching my Chinese exchange students ice skate because I didn't have enough money to go ice skating, so I was just watching them. And there was this guy, and he just comes up to me and starts talking about, or just starts talking to me, and I'm like, okay, this is so cool. He was so nice. So we started talking. I believe he said that he was from Dubai, I think. I could be wrong with that. But anyways, so we started talking about his culture and everything, and then he started talking about Islam. And I was so proud of myself because I told him, or he was like, "Oh, what is the fifth pillar of Islam?" And he was like trying to figure out what that was, and I'm like, "Wait, you forgot the one that just confessed that Allah is God and Muhammad is prophet." And he's like, "That's the one." Yeah, so I was able to help a Muslim person figure out his final pillar. But it was really interesting to listen to him speak about each pillar, because I know all of the pillars and everything, but it was interesting to hear him go into great detail, talk about like 3.5% of charity, or give 3.5% of charity at the end of each year, and then why Muslims do Ramadan. So I knew about Ramadan, but I didn't know the reasoning behind why they did Ramadan, and he was explaining to me because that Muhammad thought that it is important to experience or how poor people live, and it was just really interesting to talk to him about that. So yeah, I do need to learn a little bit more about Muslim cultures, but I don't know, I don't think that I would ever go there because I would be too scared, honestly. So I just haven't had that much of an interest in learning that. But I would definitely, like, if one of my friends was Muslim, I would definitely start learning about it. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video telling you guys that I do know about some other cultures and everything. I didn't want to give you the impression that I only know about China, but I do feel that it is important to have a very broad, like, base understanding of a lot of different cultures, but it's also very good to have a very specific thing. Like, you can learn basic speaking skills in 10 languages, or you can know, like, be able to be fluent in one, well, besides your main language, but be fluent in another language. And I really think that it would be better to be fluent in one language, which is one of the reasons why I'm just working on learning Chinese so much, because I do want a very specific and very, I don't really know how to say it, but I think you get what I mean. Anyways, this has just been a rambling. Yeah. Anyways, bye.